And here we go into Champion Select. We had a few technical errors, that's why we're a little slow getting started here. We have a Caitlyn and Lee Sin ban coming out right away. We have on blue side Fallback Gaming, and on purple side, Stag Posse 420. Or Stag 420's Posse, whatever. Something along those lines. As we get started, we have a Lulu ban coming out from blue side, and a Cho'Gath ban coming out from purple side. I'm guessing these are all targeted bans? And a Malphite ban coming out, as you guessed, Raziel.
Yes. So yeah, a Surgeon is very, very good with Malphite in the last game. And I do think that Stag 420 or whatever it is, just Stag. I think Stag has a lot of comps that kind of center around Malphite and stuff, so I think it's a good ban for them. And I do like the Thresh pickup as well from Fallback here.
Yes, indeed. Just updating in-game overlay. We have a Thresh pickup coming in right away from blue side. Probably, and then looking at Jarvan. Again, I left chat open. Fix that.
Yeah, the Jarvan pick coming out. We'll probably be seeing him in the jungle, I doubt. He'll go top. There is that Janna pick again, or actually no, that's
Actually,
that's from the other
Fallback
team.
Game
That's
had
from the other team.
Jane last game.
Fallback Gaming did a really good job with Janna. I don't know if they're picking that
Switching over to
take it
Nunu,
away.
actually.
Oh, there it is. I got trolled.
It might be a Nunu support, it could also be Nunu top, or Nunu mid, or Nunu jungle. Active game not found.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is a Nunu support. I do like those picks coming out from Fallback Gaming. I kind of hope he would stay on that Orianna because I really like that Nocturne Orianna combo. But Lux is a good pick too. They might be looking to take that one away from the other team as well. Actually, no, Tetran. That might be going to Tetran. He felt really comfortable with that one last game.
Yes, it's gonna lock that in along with a Nocturne. Probably gonna go for they're gonna try catching people out with a Nocturne. Lux will be able to burst them down, and Nocturne's just gonna be able to jump on them. Looking at the Sivir.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting pick. I'm not a huge fan of Sivir, but I've definitely seen some people do some cool stuff with it.
But switching over to Shen, gonna look at that. Also looking at the Ezreal.
Props Blue Ezreal once more.
Oh, the other team had that.
I keep getting both teams mixed up here.
Looking at
Wouldn't be
Sivir.
surprised though. Oh, back to Sivir, yeah.
Lock that in, that Sivir and Shen. Other team looking at Graves, actually. Keep getting active game not found errors.
That happens sometimes.
No,
just click through them. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be their top lane being picked here last.
Unless we're gonna see something crazy like a Thresh top.
Yeah, Graves top. Maybe they'll pick a second AD carry.
Seems legit new meta. Looking at the Rise, we might see a Rise top here.
I do like the double 8 a lot. It's really strong right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does lock that in.
And
in
he
just a
does.
second.
We are
Oh,
gonna see a Rise top lane. Not something I've actually gotten the privilege to cast yet. Active game was found, okay? I reject your reality, Riot.
this is gonna be the mid lane, Dr. Whale.
Warwick. Warwick. We need Warwick.
Some interesting picks coming out here.
I'm gonna look at that Zed again.
Dude, you looked extremely comfortable on Zed last game. I would be surprised if he locks that in.
Down to 8 seconds. If he's gonna switch, it's gonna be last second. We are probably gonna see a Nunu support. Jungle Jarvan Shen top. Nothing really that crazy.
No, I mean, I guess the only thing that you might call a weird pick here is Ryze into the top lane, but that's becoming more common lately. So you can't even say it's that weird anymore. I do like the comp that Stag has going here with the J4 and the Nunu ults. I mean, they don't have like too much peel for Sivir, but I mean, oh, Nunu's pretty good at peeling. Along with that spell shield, I like that pick into Thresh as well because a well-timed spell shield. We saw a team doing it last night. Well-timed spell shield can just kind of shut down Thresh, the death sentence.
Well, another thing to notice is that as I said before, Fluffy MD has really, really good positioning, so he doesn't need actually a lot of peel. He can stay in the back line and kind of almost peel for himself if he gets a red buff maybe, or maybe Frozen Malon on top of that. He's going to have a lot of slow, he's going to be able to stay back, stay alive, while Nunu, Jarvan, Shen, and Zed are going to be able to dive in and absolutely destroy that backline. Or Nunu will stay in the middle, just press R, scare everybody, but he's a support Nunu, so it's not going to do as much damage as an AP top lane Nunu or an AP mid Nunu, but it is still going to do a good chunk of damage. Excuse me. That blue team will waste a lot of their CC on, which they don't actually have a lot of hard CC. They have the Nocturne Fear, they have the Thresh CC from the hook and the Flay, but that's it. They don't have anything else to interrupt that Nunu ult. They might have put themselves in a bad situation. Nunu gets a little bit of AP. It is going to hurt quite a bit. Ryze did grab teleports, so he might spend some time split pushing here.
Yeah, the teleport is really strong on Ryze too. I don't think he was Rumble last game. I don't remember if he did bring teleport. Here's something interesting. You got. I don't know if Thresh is gonna change this at all. Actually, I guess he can't because they're already into the loading screen for them. Taking barrier.
Maybe go really aggressive, try to get some early kills. But if you're gonna do that, usually support would take Ignite. I don't think I've ever seen support take a barrier.
I don't think I have either, and I think, I don't know about that because I think exhaust is so important in the bottom lane that it is way more useful than barrier. I mean, because you're not usually. I mean, usually it's like one person getting focused down there. So we'll see how that works out for them. I'm actually interested to see. Maybe he's had some experience with that or something like that.
Or maybe it's just some next level meta.
Yes, next level.
Beyond our realm of understanding. He did the math. He understands.
And I guess I've been pronouncing Dr. Wally. Excuse me, wrong. I've been calling him Dr. Whale.
Dr. Whale. It's so much better, more fun to say Dr. Whale. You know what? I'm gonna troll him, but I'm gonna keep saying whale. Screw it. Fight power.
Row.
Now, as we get into loading screen, I say left. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's. Now, as we get loaded in here, and I get another client issue.
Okay, I think I do need to restart my client here. It's not letting me spectate. That'll be one. So otherwise, I'm just gonna have to do it off of the stream.
Just keep clicking wait for it to load. Eventually. It will eventually. One of these years. Yes, my spirit skin is in here. New bot. Love you, Jordan. You get props for that. You know what? I'm gonna be a little biased though. They have Nunabot. I have to be biased with Nunabot. It's one of the laws of nature. We are almost loaded in here of Game 2 of Fallback Gaming versus Stag. This time, we will have a 5v5. This time. Now, as I get this edit changed a little bit. We have a pause coming out right away.
See, are you in game already?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm gonna have to actually spectate off of your stream with a slight delay here.
Do you have me as a friend you can spectate through my spectate?
No, I tried that just now and it's giving me unknown error.
Huh. Did you do a full client restart?
Let me try one more time.
Alright. Couple interesting starts as we get into here. Shen actually started with a 4 pot and 3 health potions. Probably looked to all in Rise early on, which Rise is not all that strong early game. Turns into a complete monster late game, but he isn't the strongest person early game. Zed also went 4 pot and 3 health potions. Lux starting the same way as she did last game with the cloth armor, 3 health pots, and a couple mana bots. Not too surprising, gonna go for an early. Shen laughing at me us up there.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
No words really. I get from was it Stag?
Yes, Stag is currently purple side.
So I thought they were just doing that because there was no jungler last time. Maybe these guys just don't like wards.
We get laughed at by members of Stag. How rude. Does not look like they're gonna have a lane swap here. Jarvan's gonna start red, gonna allow Fluffy and Jordan to take those wolves, get some speed to run with the double golem start that Graves and Thresh are currently doing. And Jordan did start with a good number of wards, but so did. But if we look, actually, Thresh, he started with 2, yeah, that's 5 wards. It was 5 wards, 2 of them pink. That I cannot read. Which, you know, it's always a possibility.
See, I thought they might have changed junglers, but I just got confused because they added another person.
No, Nocturne was playing Janela last game. Sunfall was Ezreal. Player down was Rumble. Tetron was Lux. They added in Whirlwind Lamb, who's feeling very their 80 carry. That or is there 80 carry? I think he actually is. I'm not sure. Thresh hooks coming in, doing some damage. Sivir forced to flash. Thresh is actually taking a surprising amount of damage early on. I think might be his plan with the barrier. He's gonna try to bait in an all-in from them onto him, but he's gonna have that barrier, so he's just be like, ah F. Please. Shenton going in on Rise, he's gonna flash dodge the Jarvan knockup. And we do have Nocturne in bot lane, but that is warded, but might catch Nunu, who is gonna be forced to flash. That was warded, and they still got a flash out of that deal.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was almost really cool. In the top lane, there was a very nice flash by player John there. I thought he was all but dead.
Shen taking a tower shot, going really aggressive, trying to poke down John. Nocturne sitting, gonna just throw out his Q at Jarvan. They'll leave, maybe look for a gank, but it does not look like they will.
Mistimed it just a little bit. Good map awareness by him though, to know that Jarvan was at that blue. I don't think it's warded now, so that was just his instinct there.
Riot is a little low on mana, so he's got to be careful. He does have teleport, so he can go back, but I don't think he wants to blow it quite this early on. That or he's waiting for enough gold to get a tier or something along those lines. Which he already does have enough for a tier. Shen is just trading with him, but Shen is starting to take quite a bit of damage. Nocturne is back, but he does not have level 6 yet, so... Lantern hook coming in, hitting Fluffy MD. Very nice Thresh play. That is going to be first blood going into Nocturne. Very nice play from Thresh. They are going to pick up Nunu off that red buff, although Nocturne is going to waste a flash for that. Very nice Thresh play there.
Yeah, very well played there. Soundfall with a beautiful Thresh play to combine that Dark Passage with the Death Sentence there and secure that kill. Sivir popping that spell shield just a little bit too late.
Zed once again trying to bully Lux, but Lux this time is actually out farming him slightly. That is going to be an advantage for Whirlwind Lamb on bot lane. He has minion advantage now on top of having a couple assists under his belt. You know, always helpful.
Yeah, that's huge for him. That's actually going to allow him to get quite ahead in CS. Already sitting at 15 CS ahead of Sivir. He came back with a BAM Scepter.
Rise backed actually. He did not use teleport to get back to the lane, so that is still available to him. He did pick up a tier, some health pots, and a ward. So he's going to just start stacking that tier, getting ready for the late game so he can turn into the monster that we always see out of Riot. He's actually surprisingly even despite that back. Nocturne now with 2 kills under his belt over Jarvan, who only has 2 CS on him. No, Shen and Zed still do have those red pots. They're probably waiting for a good opportunity to ult in the person that they're laning against. Zed though has been taking quite a bit of poke. Shentot gonna miss on player John. He's just gonna take and he's gonna dish back some damage towards Shen. Jarvan was looking to make a gank there. Didn't accomplish anything.
He did spot him out with that ward. I thought John might have gotten baited in. So good play by him with that map awareness. I do like what Whirlwind Lamb has done too. He picked up an additional Doran's Blade as well as a BAM Scepter, so he's going to have an advantage in lane here. And we've seen Nocturne visit this bottom lane twice. I think he might be headed there a third time. after perhaps golems or perhaps right after race. Definitely targeting Fluffy here. They definitely want to shut him down early.
Nocturne is gonna look like he's gonna pick up super. He is getting decently close to level 6. Once he has that available to him, his ganks are gonna be so much stronger. Looks like it'll be golems and he will be level 6. Or very, very extremely close to it. Which, yes, he does get level 6. That paranoia is available to him along with that red buff. He probably, it looks like he is going to look for a gank bot lane. Or he's going to recall. Troll me. Lux
Yeah, I thought he might
blue
be
buff
going
now.
directly for that gank as well, but
Lux farming
looks like
really
he's,
well. She already has a.
There it is, Spirit of the Elder Lizard.
Yes, he did get that. I am talking a lot. I apologize. I'll give you some time here to talk. I keep forgetting that I'm play-by-play casting, not in color.
I wouldn't be able to play-by-play at the moment either, because I can't spectate off the client, so I'm a little bit delayed on everything right now. Like at least a 5-second delay.
Yeah. I think I have it set 10 seconds.
Well, they've got to be careful on the bottom lane here. Looks like Jarvan's moving in for a gank. Hasn't been spotted out by a ward just yet.
Why do you think Zed is going so defensive with the Hex Drinker instead of going for, say, those Water Cutlets so he can pursue Lux? And as we see, Lux do a lot of damage to him with their combo. Maybe that's why. Lux is gonna flash in. Zed's gonna turn on Alter though. Gonna get melted. Ignite is gonna kill him though. Very nice turnaround. He still had that red pot available to him. I don't know why he didn't use
so
it.
well played.
Zed could have lived
So
there.
well
He
played
had his
by
red
him.
pot. He still has his red pot.
That would have saved him.
That would have been a brilliant play there if he did that. Nocturnal going in on top lane onto Shen. If you're gonna land, Jarvan is there for the counter engage. Shen dropping very low. Nocturne is gonna get that. Flash W from Riot is gonna lock up Jarvan, though he is gonna keep running. They are gonna dive on this one. Gonna turn an alt. He's gonna drop low. Nocturne is gonna get killed by one last turret shot. They went a little bit too far with that one. Saber gonna ult in. They're going hard on this. Nuno ult going in, gonna get flayed away. A lot of damage. Well, Graves is gonna pick up that kill onto Nuno. Gonna turn now onto Fluffy MD. Doing some damage on him. Fluffy MD has a Shen ult coming in on for her. Gonna taunt Graves. He's gonna take a lot of damage. Ignite going down on him. Saber Q is gonna land, and that is gonna finish him. Rush barrier actually saved
A
his
lot of good
life
plays
there.
happening all over the map just now. Really nice Cataclysm by Jarvan there in the top lane
Actually,
to
an
save himself.
Gank coming in mid. Shen gonna taunt in. They just don't want you to talk, I don't think.
Everything's happening so far after. Yeah, good plays all around. We saw the disengage off that Nunu ult. Actually, it was a really nice Nunu ult to start too with the flash ult, and then the disengage with the flay, followed by that Shen ultimate. Fluffy kind of baited that one out really well. So good plays all around from both teams.
Oh, something interesting that I noted there. Thresh's barrier actually saved his life there. He was down to about 100-ish, 200-ish health. What is his barrier giving right now? 275. So it's probably giving like 225, something like that, I think. 225, 250, something around there. So that really did just save his life. taking that barrier. So next level generation, no meta. Gonna go in,
Yeah.
trying to do damage on Deluxe, but she does that Seeker's Arm Guard complete. So she is surprisingly tanky for, you know, a mage and a woman.
Yeah, he just popped his ult and it really didn't do much.
Jarvan though sitting in that bush looking for a gank, but Nocturne is actually going to his jungle. He did get sighted out by a ward. Wale gonna turn into Wally? I don't remember. But we have a Rise TP going in. They're gonna shove this mid, probably to try to get this tower. Shen is chilling around there. Zed finally popped that red pod. It is about 3/4 way. Shen still has hit from the start of the game. They are putting out fallback Gaming, throwing out a lot of poke onto Stag. They are just gonna keep pushing this
pressure in that mid lane there.
tower is a little bit below health, about 1,000 health, dropping quite quickly. Down to about 560 health. Brescia coming in though, bot lane, box being dropped, Noonwalt coming out, Saber dropping really low. Braves is buckshotted out of that, but if you kept just stayed there, he would have probably picked up that kill on Sivir. So Sivir's gonna be forced to back. They're gonna put some pressure on this bot lane. Nocturne might look try to assassinate this, but I don't think he's gonna go that far. They're just gonna try clearing this mid lane. Jarvan jumping in with his EQ combo, gonna ult onto Lux. He's taking a lot of damage. Lux laser, gonna miss him. Shadow coming in a little late there, anyways. Nunu has now joined them. They push that bot. A lot of action going on. Bot tower gonna drop. Mid tower dropping really low, only about 200 health left. They are probably gonna get it with this wave. And there a drop. And a pause coming in. Wow. What do you think of these plays so far?
We've seen so many good plays coming out from both teams. Just now, Tetran just narrowly missed that laser, but I think Surgeon would have saved him with that ult. Really, really close. I don't know why both. I guess it worked out for Fallback Gaming here, but I don't know why all of a sudden both solo laners just transition middle. Actually, Rise just burning teleport for it. Thought that was pretty interesting. Both junglers doing a good job too.
We have the unpause coming back in. My guess on this is that they want to free up Lux so that she can roam around a little bit. So you can get out of this laning phase. I don't know how much of a chance that Lux stands in the lane versus Zed. Zed is a very strong champion in the lane phase, and they are gonna actually look for this dragon now. Hey, this is their secret plan all along. They wanted the dragon. Nunu coming in. He is a little low though. Lux is sitting in that bush, gonna put some damage down on him. He's gonna drop low. Nocturne out going onto Sivir. She's taking some damage, but Nocturne is dangerously low. He's going a little bit too far. He is gonna drop. Lux are gonna pick up Nunu. Lux actually gonna finish off Shen. Rise popping his ult there, doing some AoE damage, focusing onto Shen. Gonna pick up 2 kills there for 1. And they got the dragon.
No, so good. Very, very good fight there for Fallback Gaming. That's a double kill for Lux. She's starting to get away a little bit. She's sitting at 3 and 1. Zed is only sitting at 0 and 1 right now. She forced him into getting that early Hex Drinker as well. Tetran again building straight away into Zanya's. It looks like he's going to be building into a Death Cap next.
Indeed.
A nice big wave pushing into the top lane as well.
My dog smells like he kicked a skunk.
So, Fallback Gaming definitely putting a lot of pressure on right now. Stag needs to start doing something so it just doesn't get out of control. Right now it's definitely still manageable. But their the AP carry on Fallback Gaming is getting quite ahead, and they've got 2 of them. And I see Shen went ahead and rushed that bulwark right away, which is really smart. Not sure if they might go for the double bulwark here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Something interesting though. I don't know what they plan on doing with Shen. He still has that red pot from the start of the game. He hasn't used that yet. Reyes has already completed his Bloodthirst. You're probably gonna look at. He has picked another Vamp Scepter. He's probably gonna look at Blade of the Ruined King. And be able to peel for himself to stay alive versus the Zed. So.
Yeah, and I mean, Graves gets pretty tanky though, and right now, where we're at, Wally or Whale, doesn't really have the damage to like insta give him right away.
No, he really doesn't. I don't know what they plan on doing. If you guys were around for the last match, which they had another Shen there too. There's something I commented on that game too. I believe it was I don't remember what team it was. I feel a little bad now. Let's look. Team Durgan. They built their bulwark on Shen too. Although in this situation, God, I'm sorry, team names are failing me. Lux, whatever, Lux's team. Fallback Gaming, God, wow. She has a lot of poke. A lot of poke. So, but if Shen is gonna look to split push with that, they're not gonna have that board to resist all that poke that's coming out from Lux. And the Rice Qs that are gonna be coming out. So that's got a pretty good range on it too. They just gave up a free mid tower as they dive onto Shen, and minions push that top tower. But now they are shifting top. They might be able to catch onto Thresh and Rise, which does not look like they will. As I was saying, the Borg is not going to be there for a lot of that poke. If he's going to ult in, they're not going to have that right away for the start of the fight. And here we go with the fight. All these ults being popped. Shen ulting onto somebody. They're diving onto Graves here. While Nocturne and Thresh are going onto Sivir. Lux and Graves though, they're dropping Shen really low. He is gonna fall to one more basic attack. Graves picking up that one. Nocturne and Thresh did manage to get Sivir there. Now they are turning onto Jarvan. Nocturne ult coming through. That was not used in the fight. And they might be able to catch him with one Thresh hook. It is gonna land. They are gonna pick him up. Lux is gonna get that kill. They might even get this top tower. Perfect. Perfect team fight coming out from Fallback Gaming. That is what they needed right there to get ahead in this game. Very well played by them.
So well played, and I think that might have been one of the longest Thresh hooks I've ever seen to finish off the fight. Start off that fight, that was a really good laser coming out from Tetran. I think he hit every single person on the team, going down that narrow alley there in the jungle. Followed up with that Jarvan ult, actually almost separated his team, but Sunfall and I think it was Nocturne were able to zone Sivir out of the fight completely. Meanwhile, Jarvan and I think it was Zed, they were trying to dive onto Whirlwind Lamb. He's so tanky though. We talked about him peeling for himself there in the backline along with Lux. They were able to just put up a fight while Sivir just kind of got zoned out and eventually died. Not able to put out the DPS that she would like.
I have to give props to Fallback Gaming on their comp here. It's a really nice, really well built comp. They have a strong front line with the Nocturne, Thresh, and Rise even. He can get in the front line because he will be a super tank monster at the end of the game. I mean, he's already going for Frozen Heart. You can see like Glacier Shot, or he might build that into Frozen Fist. We don't know. But they can establish that really strong front line. They can dive on that Sivir and they can get onto her and kill her consistently, while they have that strong backline with Lux and Graves. And I think Rise was actually in that backline. That's who Zed, Shen, and not J4 focused on too. So he fell pretty early in the fight, but their backline is just so strong that they can keep fighting, they can stay alive, and they can pick up those kills. That was very well played by Fallback Gaming. This is just such a huge
free dragon
difference.
for them as well, extending that gold lead even further.
Rise using TP to get top, clear out that wave so Shen cannot get that tower. Overall, this is a huge difference from game 1. Fallback Gaming has now taken control of the game. They're putting it into they're in the driver's seat right now. They're taking dragons, they're taking buffs now, they're going on to their blue buff net right now. Giving that over to Tetran, who somehow picked it up into that fiasco. They are just in complete control right now. This is such a huge difference from the first game.
Yeah, they're definitely dictating the pace of this game.
Thresh right going in
now,
on Nunu. Ox being dropped.
7K lead. Oh.
A fight coming in. Nocturne trying to get on Nunu. He is going to take some damage. Thresh, a Lux Q, I'm sorry, misses. Lux doesn't have boots yet. I just noticed that. Neither does Nocturne. We're 23 minutes into the game, folks. You need boots 1.
I guess he just doesn't need him. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an immediate Thresh ban coming out if this does go to a game 3, because Senfall here has landed some of the longest range Qs I have seen from a Thresh so far. Just now on Nunu, that was super long. And in the top lane earlier, we saw it onto I think it was Shen.
Jarvan.
Oh, Jarvan, yeah.
Graves completing a blade now. He's already got 4 swords pointing the same way. Overall, let's just take a look at the goals, see where this major difference is coming out. There's a 7K difference between the two teams. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I don't know if when there's a team fight about to break out. But Stag really needs to get this under control right away. You know, Shen hasn't been doing too much of the split pushing. I know the player John has got teleport, but they got to take advantage of the times that he doesn't. They're actually having kind of a duel right now. But they've got to do something. They've got to start doing some kind of damage control. They've got to contest these dragons if it's possible at all. Perhaps they need to ward and just catch someone out right now and then force an advantage.
Right, look at the gold differences, because there's a 7K gold difference between the two teams right now. I'm sorry, it's jumped up to 8K now. About 8K, a little bit less. Oh my god. There is about a 2,300 gold difference between Graves and Sivir right now. That is huge. Lux is up about 2,000 on Zed. Nocturne is up about 1,600 on Jarvan. Rise is up about 1,000 on Shen. Thresh is up about 500 on Nunu. They're all ahead. They all won their lanes, basically. They all just have an advantage, and they're using that very, very well here.
Red team's turn.
The tier 2 mid, tier 2 tower, as we have a fight coming in. Jarvan all going down on Whirlwind Lamp. Shen and Zed and Jarvan. Oh my god, Luxays are coming across doing a lot of damage. Zed is gonna fall. This is going man mode in the back line. They clean that up. Everybody going down for Stag is not looking good, and that is gonna be the ace for Fallback Gaming. Only losing Graves there. And the surrender vote coming out. Game 2 going to Fallback Gaming. That will bring us into Game 3.
Yeah, that was really well played again. I think what allowed almost that entire game to like start snowballing out of control was definitely the that first gank in the bottom lane. Really well played there by Thresh and his carry.
Yes, it was. Some very nice thresh mechanics coming out. I am not going to be surprised if we have a Bane coming out. I think we're going to get right into Game 3 here. Yes, it looks like we will, so I'm not even going to put on music.
Looks like we're getting into this immediately. I'm gonna go grab some water. It should only take me a minute, though. I'll be right back.
Alright. Alright, jumping right now into Game 3, I'm sorry, Champion Select. Between Fallback Gaming and Stag. Fallback Gaming and X Stag X 420's posse. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. We have a Thresh and Nocturne band coming out right away from Stag. Respecting it. Caitlyn
Yeah,
band coming out
definitely.
once again. Purple side, that's definitely a targeted band towards Fluffy. Fluffy really good with Caitlyn. A Lulu band coming out once again. I'm just gonna say that's targeted because kind of obviously it is.
It's come out 3 times now. So I forgot who the support is. I think it's Jordan. Yeah, it's Jordan. So yeah, definitely. I'm sure they're scared of Jordan. I'm sure they've seen him play Lulu before. Oh
And a
wow!
Rise man.
So
Player John definitely
completely
did.
banning out the last comp there.
Player John definitely doing very, very well with Rise. Able to get in the back line, and he also played one of the team fights like as more of a playing as on his team's back line. I can speak English, which is very difficult. I apologize. Oriana coming in actually. That we have not seen while they play anything other than Zed. Looking at Graves and Fiddlesticks. Might see a Fiddlesticks jungle, but AoE is overpowered.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to see if for some reason Oriana goes top. I don't think she would. But we haven't seen Wally or Whale play anything but Zed. And they did play Rise top, but I'm hoping to see that Oriana mid. I don't think she's very good top lane.
Oriana 80 carry.
Well, with her passive, I guess. You never know.
Oriana support. Locky and Zinjao, it's probably going to be a Zinjao jungle. We could also see him top lane. And we are also looking at the Graves again. Roman Land definitely playing Graves really well last game. Able to stay alive in the back lane, doing a lot of damage. Looking at a Moo and nobody. Yeah. You go ahead and talk through this. I have to be right back. I apologize.
No problem. So we just saw him hovering over that Amumu pick. Actually, I would have really liked to have seen that because of the engage. Of course, Hecarim has a really good engage as well with Orianna, combined with Orianna. Curious to see what Jordan picks up here. Don't know if he's going to be picking up a support or perhaps picking up someone else. Got about 10 seconds here, so we'll see what he ends up picking. Let's see here. It's going to be Janna, so he's going to be picking up that support right away. I do believe we're going to be seeing Orianna into the mid lane, and Zerker. Haven't seen him on Hecarim yet, but I'm excited to see the Tetran once again going for that Lux pick right away. Sunfall onto Sona. I think he played Janna in the first game. No, that was fallback gaming. Actually, no, yeah, he did play Janna in the first game, so curious to see Sona play here. I haven't seen that quite yet. Tetran, very, very good on Lux last game. A little lackluster in the first game, but can be attributed to being at a disadvantage. Actually, they've already picked Orianna, so I don't think Wally is going to be picking Zed into this. Either there's a lock in for Tetran onto that Lux. Sunfall still hovering over that Sona for just a moment longer. Hopefully we'll see either him locking that in or switching to something else. There it is, locked in to Sona.
Alright, I apologize about that. I am back now.
Let's see, the last two picks coming out from Fallback. No, sorry, from Stag's 420 posse.
Wow, I just realized the 3 wombo that they have. Jaina has passive.
Yeah, it's very
movement
good.
Speed. Yeah, that's just gonna be scary. Looking at Ezreal, it's probably might be an Ezreal. Maybe.
I really like their comp. I really, really like their comp here. Just get a Hecarim. Just if you can get a good if Fallback here like groups at all and in a bad position, then they're dead in the water. Even if Stag happens to be behind.
Ooh, switching over to Rumble from Shen. Rumble is gonna be
That's
very,
good.
very effective.
That's good. I really like their team comp here.
Looking at Riven actually. I am not much of a fan of all the games being comp right now. Sona and Lux are really good when people are together. Xin Zhao pushes them all apart though.
It's I gotta agree with that. If I had to call this game based on comp alone, I think right now I would have to give it to Stag. But it looks like they might. Well, not really. I thought they might be going for poke comp. Oh, there he goes into Aurelia. Can't say, I don't know about Aurelia into that Ezreal though, because if that's blue Ezreal, like Aurelia, she charges in and then that's it. Blue Ezreal just ease away 10 different times and just kind of kites you.
Indeed. Lock that in. We are looking at a very scary comp coming out from Stag. Orianna Ball and Hecarim. It's just, well, Pony is gonna win. Pony is just gonna win. I feel a little sorry right now, actually, for fallback games. I'm gonna have to put up with this. It's gonna take an extremely well played game from them to. They're gonna definitely have to just straight up outplay them in everything that they do to be able to beat Stag here with their comps.
Yeah, I do think looking at the bottom lane now, They could possibly snowball off that if they play it right.
Graves
They choose
Sona
the
actually
right time.
not the greatest lane combo. Because Sona is definitely more of a pokey dwarf. While Graves is just like a, hey,
All in. Yeah.
yeah, oh sup, you're dead. While Sona, when she hits 6, she could be like that very easily, but...
The 6 is going to be huge in the bottom lane here.
Well, I just noticed they are purple side actually. They might look just to let Graves get really strong. So, and then Sona just plays a zone game for them if they go for the lane swap. Thatcher again playing Lux, nothing really surprising there. He played a really good game last game. Those ults going across everybody was just really well. He got nobody on him, so he didn't even buy boots. He just doesn't care. So the Sona Xinjiao is what worries me in this. Like, because they're opposites, really. I mean, if they're gonna be, if they have Xinjiao playing backline, trying to peel for everybody.
Yeah, especially also with Flux. It also kind of requires everyone to be like in that straight line. If Lux can, land like the E, Q, R combo across a team fight, that's huge. And Xin Zhao is definitely detrimental to that. I mean, like the rest of their team is kind of AoE with the exception of Aurelia. Their two carries are definitely very heavily AoE based. Even though Graves is an auto attacker, of course, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough game for them. Definitely. I think they might have just gone with instead of maybe picking around a certain team comp. Excuse me. I think they might have just picked champions that they were comfortable with. So we'll see how that works out for them. Also, he's taking exhaust this time instead of barrier.
Yeah. Maybe he'll even bring support masters this time. He had quite a bit of AD on Thresh last time. And he didn't have any. I don't think he even went down the utility tree. Probably went deep down the defensive tree, or yeah, whatever. So it's gonna be interesting to see this. And as we get loaded in 10 seconds left of this time, over to that. Lego. Let's see what's going on over on the other channel.
I'm not sure what the other game is. I do know that Pony did win this last game.
This game is Poho Pimps versus 2-1 Gaming. Which it looks like right now.
Two really strong teams there.
Yeah. Although, right now it looks like 2-1 a little bit behind game 1. There, it's 9-16, 39k to 35k. Just to update everybody.
Exciting day. Lots of games going on today.
Yes, there is. Very nice skins coming out for I'm sorry, I'm watching this other game. Probably shouldn't be.
That's fine. Yeah, they got the TPA thing going on though. Well, actually, that's 5 skins. That's 5 skins versus 4 skins. That's not good. That's not good.
Switch you guys over to the in-game as we get started here.
So both carriers here opting for the Doran's Blade start. I did mention in the first game about the lifesteal coins. We do see Graves, Whirlwind Lamb, is going to go ahead and start with lifesteal coins. So he's going to have a 6% lifesteal advantage over Fluffy MD. That's combined with the passive from Doran. So that's a lot of sustain in lane early, especially when combined with the Sona heals.
Nothing really crazy coming out. Well, actually started boots. No wards for him. Finally, somebody else on Stag, aside from their support, started with a ward. That is Orianna.
Yeah, that's a first.
The first.
His last few games, we've only seen the support buying wards so far at the start. Both teams playing it safe here in the early game. No one really wants to go for the invade. I can't tell if they're going to go for an invade here in the top lane. I doubt it. I think they're just kind of scouting everything out.
Once again, laughing at
Minions
him.
have spawned.
I will jump into this computer. I will mess you up, Hecarim. I will come find you. I will find you. As we get started here, both junglers starting on their blue buff. Wow, actually, Stag opting not to take the golems. They're not gonna have that advantage in lane. While Fallout Gaming not taking wolves, since Zinjao is starting blue, he's gonna take those wolves for himself. Sometimes you see teams do that, stay even in lane, but they did not opt to do that. But you know, it's perfectly alright. All good.
No, they're going to be a little bit behind XP, but it's not too big.
Actually, no, because Ezreal and Janna did not start with double golems. So they aren't going to be behind really that much.
It's kind of strange, and it's, I think that, oh, little poke coming onto Fluffy there. Jordan actually started the game. That's his ward up top. He actually started the game in the top lane. It was just Ezreal alone in the bottom lane. Both teams just playing super safe right now. I guess no one really wants to give up anything early.
Really, going a little aggressive on Rumble, forcing him to flash and dropping the ignite down. Doesn't even. She picked up her W, her Q, and her E, looking to sustain with that W. But she does have ward already dropped down and Flask.
So that's gonna be huge in lane. I mean, unless Surgeon can force some kind of all in here and play it extremely well, he's gonna get out sustained very quickly.
They did just pick up her W. She's gonna be able to. Actually, Surgeon going. I'm sorry, Player John going in. SRS is there though. Rumble does not have flash up. He's gonna drop low. Gonna turn around, ignite a rally. He's gonna flash away, dropping really low. Surgeon is gonna drop one last audacious charge. That is first blood for Nazareth once again. He also got first blood last game, I believe.
Yeah, picking up that that early kill. I think Surgeon realized a little bit too late he was not getting away.
As we have a gank coming in mid, Tetra gonna flash
I think he
over.
might have been able to turn that just a little bit earlier.
Did have a gank coming in mid lane. Tetrin forced to flash over the wall. Hecarim did ghost there. Done a lot of damage on Deluxe, but still alive. Poke onto Orianna as Zinjao's there to try and fight Hecarim. Push him away. Orianna is there. He's gotta be careful. He's a little low and Lux is low on mana. Drink a mana pot. Just gonna heal back up as they both part way. The good old high five and slap in the ass.
Oh,
As Zinjao ganking mid, jumping in, putting out some damage, not gonna get the third base attack. Yes, we just have a farm fest in bot lane. Whirlwind Lamb actually beating out Fluffy MD.
No, about 6 CS ahead already.
Not much of an
This team's
advantage,
playing pretty passively. In the bottom lane, at least. I mean, we've seen a lot of aggression in the rest of the map, of course.
but of course.
Both junglers almost doing a mere recalls there.
This looks like Relia did establish an early advantage in lane. She picked up a Philo Stone. I don't know what she's gonna build out of that, or if she'll just sell it. Rumble actually turning some aggression onto Aurelia, zoning her off with some CS, while he tries to get back into an advantageous situation. Clean out some wards at bot lane. You go ahead and talk.
So, in top lane, we're going to be seeing a gank. Not from Nazareth. Surgeon's still got no flash available. Just gotta be really careful here. Oh, it's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him, especially in lane. We talked about the Aurelia starting with the flash pods, and we saw Rumble starting with boots pots, and I can't say I agree with that. I don't think it's a very strong start at the moment. As we saw him get out sustained almost immediately. His flash was burned. And it's kind of led to him recalling a little bit too much here. It's going to let player John probably get ahead in CS here. He's only 2 CS ahead, but I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of pushes that forward right now.
Neither would I.
Let's see here. Berserker in the middle lane, perhaps looking to make something happen. Since I was there, though, he could probably respond.
Indeed.
Soon.
Player
Pretty
John's
good wards coming out from both teams, too.
blue ward coverage up top lane is actually a little bit lacking. Surgeon hasn't been warding much. Metron has been just doing some work with Lux in mid lane. It's quite impressive, actually. Already up 15 CS on Orianna. Orianna gets that blue buff handed over. Lux could have no-scoped that with her laser, but didn't want to risk it. Wow, actually, I don't think we're seeing a blue Ezreal build. He backed and picked up a Phage. We might be seeing a Trinity Ezreal, which is something we haven't seen in a very long time.
Looks like both junglers are going to be hitting 6 here in just a second. Top laners have just hit 6. Mid laners sitting at around 7 right now. Oh, we might be seeing a lane gank into the bottom lane. He's got to be... Actually, no wards there. No wards for blue, so they got to be very careful here.
Very, very careful. But so far, we have not seen the crazy amounts of aggression that we have in games past. Both teams realize that this is do or die right now. They're not going to make any risks. They're gonna just play it safe, play what they know.
This is basically overtime for them now. This is huge. Whoever wins this advances. Well, actually, it's double elimination, so you do get another chance, but you definitely don't want to be in the losers bracket.
Holy crap! Lux just melted Orianna from about half to 0.
I didn't actually see what happened there.
Lux got
all of a sudden
Orianna with
she was
one
dead.
Q. Got Orianna with a Q. Threw out her E and then ulted and just destroyed her. But Xin is there. Ezreal doesn't have that E available. Sona all gonna go in. Ezreal's gonna cleanse it. A lot of damage going out to Janna now. She's gonna fail to flash and ult. They're gonna keep going on this though. Rave's gonna flash, get one more base attack, gonna finish off Ezreal. Xin gonna not keep going on Janna. He fears the Hecarim, who is not really in much of a position to respond right now. He's coming bot trying to cover for that.
I think he realized. That he doesn't know where Hecarim is. He didn't want to risk anything. Really good play by Janna there. I thought they were both going to be able to get away. I think Fluffy might have overstayed his welcome just a bit.
Yeah, he did escape, but he turned around a little bit, trying to get some phage procs down. But she don't think he got any there. So he fell along.
It's actually interesting. I hadn't noticed that he built straight into a fade, so he might not be going for a blue Ezreal build. Perhaps going for something a little bit more traditional.
Probably the season 2 Ezreal build of Trinity Force. That stuff. Now get back into farming. Graves is actually sitting on an impressive 92 CS. I find it a little interesting how dominant of a showing he has right now. I actually ganking as my camera gets forced away. Orianna, oh, gonna miss. Hecker, gonna miss. Tetron dodging everything, throwing out the laser while he dropping very low.
So
Lux
much
just
damage.
dodged all those. She already has a needless sleep. Zin and Aurelia dive top. Zin died. Oh well. Just now 2-1. Aurelia being sport up there, having 2 assists on her. But we have a pony back mid. Lux does not have that laser available to her. Keep looking left to find the laser time, but it's to the right. Now we get back into a farmy game. I am amazed. Definitely both carries from, by both carries I should say, mid and the AD carry for Fall That Gaming, both getting an early advantage over their counterparts. Lux having 93 to 68 CS, although Tetron's getting caught a little bit here, taking quite a bit of damage. Turn out, throw out the laser, not gonna actually go. I don't think it actually did this damage. I'm not sure though. It looked like it didn't, but we'll just move on. Oh my god! He's got boots.
That's a first.
Lux didn't even get boots last game.
Most definitely. In that middle lane gank, that was really good patience there by Hecarim. He waited until Lux had thrown out her light binding before he went in there, so he could secure that kill 100%.
You got the cure. I hope you don't cure me. Speaking of which, we have a pony in the bot lane. They're gonna turn on to someone who's gonna flash, trying to get out, throwing out the crescendo.
Nice crescendo.
Graves turning out, throwing out some damage. They are turning this around. Rumble and Orianna are fighting Zinjal up there. Lux is there though, trying to keep them alive. They are now heading towards bot lane. Maybe getting ready to do Dragon, but their gank didn't succeed. Just double warding that Dragon. Just to be sure.
Ooh, I do think Fallback might be able to possibly force a Dragon here. They know that Hecarim has the back right now. Also,
that's what they're trying right
Ezreal
now.
very low.
Ezreal coming across, trying to do some. Rumble does have his ult available. That's gonna be hurting. Speak of the devil.
Very nice
Orianna
ult.
he did smite it away. Relia is there. They're going on to Orianna. She is gonna fall. Sona's gonna die. They're trying to turn to Graves now, but Lux is there trying for some of that aggression. Relia is caught a little bit, but they are not gonna go hard on her. That would be a 1-for-2 trade there, and Dragon. So I kind of want to say that that went to Fallout Gaming, but
Let's see. Looks like Fallback's still with us. A slight gold lead there. That was a really nice Rumble ult to try to get everyone away from the Dragon. Oh, there's the Hecarim ult.
they're going hard on this. Relia forced to flash away. She's dropping really low.
Oh.
One more Rumble.
Oh no.
Oh no. She's gonna. Only about 20 health. They are now going aggressive onto Rumble, but they shouldn't be. They have an Ezreal and a pony right there. He's gonna jump over into 4 of them. You cray, girl. You cray. He's gonna flash away. Red buff is still on him. Ezreal gonna come across and finish him off. Two Cray
Yeah,
girls.
that was a little bit of a misplay there. I don't think he expected to run into 4 people on the other side of that wall.
It looks like Stag gonna push down on this mid tower. They aren't gonna get it yet though. Graves and Sona are pushing bot really hard. They're gonna get that tower. Lux going to
May
be
cost him a tower.
Humble going down, trying to shove these minions, try and get to the top.
Turret has been destroyed.
Looks like they are gonna get that tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Probably not the most favorable
It's playing
trade.
very evenly at the moment.
Probably not the most favorable trade for fallback. Because they gave up a mid tower for a bot tower. Which might not be the best
Probably
thing.
not the best trade, but I think they realize that there's no way they're going to make it back to that middle turret in time. And you definitely don't want to, give up something for nothing. You want to force something at the very least, like at the tower. And actually,
Blue
that's going to be
team's turret has
2
been
towers for them.
destroyed.
I didn't realize that mid tower is that low. Well, it wasn't really low, but they were able to push it down. As Aurelia pushes top, Rumble and Janna are there, but Rumble a little low now. But Aurelia's just gonna back off. As Lux picks up her own blue buff. Overall, Fallback Gaming keeping their 3k gold advantage slowly. Oh, excuse me. Ever slowly clearing. English hard. Ever slowly increasing the advantage.
Yeah, we saw them with a 2k gold lead not too long ago. Now they're extending that almost to 4k, just a little bit under 4k, sitting about 3.6. So, thing is here, like, they gotta push this advantage as much as they can, because I still think if they manage to get like a good wombo combo off, I mean the team fight's all but over. For that, like, in their favor.
Coming out, they're trying to push this top lane. Rumble managing to keep the minions off it. Might be looking at a fight here, but Xin is not there. They are going hard onto Aurelia. They're not going exactly hard, but they're going onto Aurelia. Xin is coming top, ready for this team fight. So Aurelia is going in. Graves following. Last crescendo coming out. Graves ult missing. A lot of damage coming out. Lux laser coming across, killing off. Wow, Fallback Gaming just cleaning up one by one. They just have so much damage at this point. They are gonna turn
solo play
on
by
Trident's
them.
dive. Going down on Fluff. Aurelia is gonna follow though. They're done getting a little bit too aggressive. Tetron picking up that kill on Ezreal. They are trying to get onto Jan. They are gonna dive for this one. Just a little crazy. Zinjao dropping goal. He's gonna dash to a minion and get out.
Oh, that's a good play.
Hashtag Jana
What a
mechanic.
good team fight by Fallback Gaming there. The crescendo, I think absolutely. I think Stag wanted to turn that, and that crescendo I think delayed him just enough to not quite get the combo that they wanted off. Oh! What a good
No scope!
play.
Actually, it wasn't no scope. You saw him on a ward. There's a nice cute ulti coming out from Tetron. Pick up another kill. And as we said, increasing their gold lead ever slowly up to about, I want to say about 8,000. But no, I can't do math.
About 7k
About
at the
7K.
moment. Yeah. A little
That's
bit
too hard.
less.
Not too hard.
So, yes. Stag not quite getting the team fights that they wanted out of this. Credit to Fallback Gaming, they're really playing these team fights really, really well.
Yes, they are. Aurelia just clearing top lane. Not allowing that turret to fall. Jana trying to get some wards around Baron and trying to keep an eye on that so don't do anything sneaky. But you never know. Aurelia completing a Trinity Force, looking to get some health now. getting a Giant's belt. Probably gonna get some Merc Treads there too. But a lot of testy. Oh, Lux E doing a lot of damage onto Orianna as they catch Rumble in the jungle. Come on. Aw, tried. You can joke there.
Oh,
Just
Dragon's
not free.
back up. I just realized that. Just came back up, I think, a few seconds ago. Maybe about 40 seconds ago. Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna try to flank him there. I don't think that would have been the best choice. Oh, they definitely want to engage on this.
Rumble is split right now. He does have that ult available. Every single player's ult is up right now. This might be a fight. This will either be the fight that'll This will either be the fight that'll allow Fallback Gaming to snowball the game out of control, or it'll be the fight to get Stag back into this.
Yeah, this dragon is huge right now.
It's dropping
Stag
so fast though.
definitely needs to do something. Oh my
Red team is
goodness.
snagging. Lux is doing a lot of damage. Rumble gonna fall right away. Hecker going down. Holy crap. Rayo chasing onto Fluffy. Taking a is gonna live though. Someone picking up that one.
Cyrus chasing this Janna to the end of the earth right now.
Doing a lot of damage on her, but she's got CC.
Jukes.
But nope, there's a ward in that bush. Gonna fish her off, that's the as they push down this mid tower, they are gonna get it.
Has been destroyed.
Lux absolutely carried that team fight so well. Got her late, basically made Hecarim not a factor in that fight at all. Just such a good combo from her to just stop everyone from even attempting to look at the dragon.
Now, Stag is just slowly, ever slowly falling behind. They're behind on CS, they're behind on gold, behind on towers, behind on dragons, they're behind on Baron. Like, not Barons. I didn't almost say Baron. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Stag's in trouble right now. I don't really know what they can do at the moment to get themselves back into this. They need some kind of good team fight here. But just Fallback Gaming's done such a good job of just like it's almost like Hecarim has not been able to get a good ult off because there's like a crescendo or a Q or there's something there to stop him dead in his tracks.
Look at the devil. They land that combo onto Lux. She is gonna fall. They do not have Sona there. This is the fight that Stag needed.
That is
Turning
exactly
onto-
what they needed.
Turning onto Graves now, trying to catch up to him. Taking a lot of damage. Sona!
Oh,
Crescendo
wow.
hitting them all. While they dropping very low, they are coming back into this. Player John coming in hard, trying to get onto some. But no, Orianna speed up just too much. Good turnaround coming in from Fallback
Looked
Gaming.
very, very scary there for a second for Stag Gaming. They had a beautiful team fight to start that off. The combo went off perfectly, but that crescendo by Sona almost turned it around.
That they did turn around actually. They're gonna looking like they're gonna get this bot tower out of the deal. But my god, that comp
Has been destroyed.
Sona ulted. Graves just Q ulted, did a lot of damage just to everybody. It was perfectly placed. They all got grouped up and they were punished for it.
It's definitely the combo that they needed there. It's so. I mean, Lux was taken out of that fight immediately.
Yes, she was. Sona was not in that fight to start with. That was a very nice engage coming in from Stag. I think that it was just the fact that they're so far behind that just killed them. They're down over 10,000 gold right now. This lead is becoming ever larger for Fallback Gaming. At this point, Stag's gonna probably need a miracle to turn this one around. So far, some very impressive team fights coming in for Fallback Gaming.
Yeah, both teams actually, with the last fights, very well played. They both kind of had a chance there. That ward almost dying. Oh, Sunfall almost getting caught out there.
Yes. One thing that really bothers me though is that Orianna went tier. I mean, it still isn't fully stacked. We're 26 minutes in the game. She got that like for first back. It's such a late game. Item goes hard in on. Oh my god. Oh my
Absolutely
god.
melted.
Double kill.
Oh my god. That was
The
scary.
crescendo and final spark.
Oh really?
That was wow. That's the ace.
Holy crap.
John chasing all the way back. That was incredible.
I'm sorry, but
I think this might be a good game here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might
At
be
least
able
be
to
an
push
in
it.
him.
John's pretty low.
Jordan is back up. There's 3 seconds on Wally and Rumble. They are gonna back
Oh,
out
they're
from
gonna go ahead
the.
and back away from that. No.
My God. That damage though. There's a team there that there wasn't a team there. I don't know if I can. I don't know how
Yeah, that
to
was
cast that.
incredible.
That was like the
this-
greatest
that
magic trick
crescendo
ever.
hit, I think, at least 3 or 4 people, which is set Lux up perfectly for that laser. And then the craze ult, it's just they were just melted right away. You had a
Really
Aurelia
going
in the
hard on
back line.
Rumble.
So strong right now.
Better nerf Aurelia. I mean, Fallout Game is just too far ahead right now. I don't think there's much that Stag can do to turn this around. They're gonna need a really hard throw from Fallback to even get back into this. Now, as buffs are being taken, Dragon is being picked up by Fallback Gaming. The ever increasing lead. I am slowly starting to lag here.
Dragon.
They're up about 15k gold right now. That's just crazy. Who was it? I think it was Jad actually said one.
Lux is
Jad said once that,
Lux is carrying this game hard.
oh my god, it isn't even just, Lux is carrying hard, but if Lux wasn't carrying hard, Graves also has the damage to make up for it. Aurelia has the damage to make up for it. Someone has the CC to make up for it. Just sniped. Aurelia going in hard on Fluffy. He's just gonna cleanse that off though. Radiant's going down. Aurelia going down. They're getting on. Crescendo hitting 3 of them. Nicely placed. Humble ult coming out. This is a 3v5 right now, or 3v4. They're going hard on this. Fluffy dropping low. Oh my god, that E did a lot of damage. Gonna finish him off. This might be GG right here. They're going hard on Jordan. Trying to finish him. There's the surrender vote. GG. Game 3 of Stag versus Fallback Gaming. Going to Fallback Gaming.
So well played by them. So much credit to Sona in that game. She landed some crescendos that absolutely decided the team fight, as well as Lux. John with such good awareness. It looked like Aurelia or player John immediately knew when to go in every time. He's just making the right choice. He knew when to go in. As soon as they were down a player, he was not letting up. So a lot of credit for both teams, but that was absolutely perfectly played by Fallback Gaming.
That was so well played. I have no words for it. Props to them. It was impressive to say the least. They got the team fights that they needed. They picked them right. They got all the combos that they needed. Their team comp, we doubted it. I can't believe we doubted it. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. I feel bad for doubting it. I am sorry. I will never doubt you again, fall back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was scary. They just managed to melt through everybody, doing tons and tons of damage. It was GG. Alright, I'll get some music on